What if I told you the biggest reason for weaker, softer erections after 60 isn't actually about getting older? That's right. It's not just about your age. It's about something deeper, something hidden in your body's own engine, your blood flow. And what if I also told you that just one simple drink made from natural ingredients you probably already have in your kitchen could change everything in under 30 minutes? No blue pills, no expensive prescriptions, no side effects. Just real proven science and a life-changing shift you can feel in your body and in your confidence. Hi, I'm Dr. James Carter. I'm a board-certified urologist and men's health specialist with over 3 decades of experience helping men like you regain their vitality, rebuild their confidence, and reconnect with their partners. Over the years, I've seen so many men walk into my clinic looking defeated, thinking their best days were behind them. They'd lost the fire that once made them feel strong and alive. But I've also seen firsthand what can happen when the right natural ingredients are used the right way, how that spark can come back faster than they ever thought possible. Most men believe that aging automatically means a decline in sexual performance, weaker circulation, and fading desire. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? What if there's a natural way to reclaim your strength, your confidence, and your ability to show up fully for yourself and for the one you love? In this video, I'm going to walk you step by step through the 4 key ingredients that can transform your blood flow and give you back the power and energy you thought you'd lost. I'll also show you exactly how to prepare this drink at home safely and effectively with real results you can feel. Stick with me because in the next part, I'll share the real reason most men overlook their circulation and how understanding this one secret can change everything. I'll never forget the look on Tom's face the day he walked into my office. Tom is 67 years old, a retired Navy officer who's always taken pride in his health. He exercises, regularly eats a balanced diet, and even takes his vitamins. But something had changed. He sat down across from me and said, "Doc, I just don't feel like myself anymore. I'm tired, I'm frustrated, and the fire I used to have, it's just not there." He looked down as he said it, and I could see how much it weighed on him. That sense of losing his spark, his confidence, it was eating away at him. You see, Tom is not alone. Most men over 60 start to notice changes they never expected. Slower performance, weaker erections, less energy overall. Many think it's simply the price of getting older. But here's the truth. While age does play a role, the real culprit is often circulation. As we age, our blood vessels naturally stiffen and narrow, reducing blood flow to the places that matter most, like your heart, your brain, and yes, your most important muscle below the belt. Nitric oxide is the key molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, allowing blood to flow freely. But as we get older, our bodies produce less of it. Less nitric oxide means less blood flow, and that means weaker, less reliable erections. It's not about masculinity or manhood, it's pure biology. When blood can't get where it needs to go, everything slows down, including your confidence. That's why understanding circulation is so critical. Because once you know how to support your body's natural nitric oxide production, you can regain the confidence and strength you thought you'd lost. And the best part, you don't need a prescription or fancy equipment to do it. Just the right natural ingredients, prepared the right way. In the next part, I'm going to reveal the first natural powerhouse that can jumpstart your circulation and bring you results faster than you ever imagined. Stick with me. It's easier than you think. Now let's talk about the first natural ingredient that can ignite your blood flow and restore the confidence you've been missing: beetroot juice. This deep red vegetable isn't just for salads, it's a secret weapon for men over 60 who want to reclaim their strength and vitality naturally. Beetroot juice is packed with natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, the key molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and expand. Think of it like a traffic light, turning green, letting blood flow freely to every part of your body, including the most important one below the belt. When blood can flow without restriction, you get firmer, more reliable erections, and you feel stronger, more alive, and more in control. I've seen this firsthand with many of my patients. One man in particular, Robert, 72 years old, came to me feeling like he'd lost a part of himself. "Doc," he said, "I'm doing everything right, but I still feel weak, like something's missing." I introduced him to beetroot juice, and within days, he came back with a smile I hadn't seen in months. "It's like my body woke up," he told me, and that's exactly what happens. Clinical studies from the University of Exeter showed that beetroot juice can increase nitric oxide production by up to 16% in just minutes. That's not weeks, that's minutes. Immediate results that most men never expect from a natural food. But beetroot juice isn't just about intimacy. It also helps lower blood pressure, reduces inflammation, and supports brain and liver health. That means you're not just improving one part of your life, you're boosting your entire system. And when you feel better overall, everything else falls into place. It's simple to make too. Just take 2 medium beets, wash them thoroughly, but don't peel them. Blend them with half a cup of water until smooth. That's it. Pure, powerful, and fast. But what if you could multiply this effect? Stay tuned for the next part, where I'll share a fiery spice that takes your blood flow to the next level and lights up your entire body. You won't want to miss it. Now that we've laid the foundation with beetroot juice, it's time to kick things up a notch. Let's talk about cayenne pepper, an everyday spice that holds extraordinary potential for men who want to supercharge their circulation and feel that rush of energy again. You might be thinking, "Doc, cayenne pepper, isn't that just for spicing up my dinner?" But trust me, it's so much more than that. The secret lies in its active compound called capsaicin, the same stuff that gives cayenne its fiery kick. Capsaicin is a natural vasodilator, which means it helps your blood vessels open up, allowing more blood to flow quickly and with more pressure. Think of it like turning up the faucet on your circulation. And yes, that means a stronger, longer-lasting erection and an immediate feeling of warmth and vitality that you haven't felt in years. Let me tell you about Tom, the retired Navy officer I mentioned earlier. After trying beetroot juice, he felt better, but something was still missing. "Doc," he said, "I feel the rush, but it's not as strong as I hoped." That's when I recommended adding a small amount of cayenne pepper to his routine. At first, he looked at me like I was crazy, but a week later, he was practically glowing when he walked into my office. "That fire," he said, "it's back." And that's exactly what cayenne pepper does. It reignites your system, wakes up your blood flow, and reminds your body how to perform. But that's not all. Cayenne also jumpstarts your metabolism, helps burn stubborn fat, and even relieves joint pain. It's a full-body upgrade in one simple spice. Just a pinch, about half a teaspoon, mixed into your beetroot juice is all it takes to feel the difference. Ready to take things even further? Stay with me for the next part, where I'll introduce two powerhouse amino acids that act like rocket fuel for your performance and keep your circulation running strong and steady. Don't miss it. Now that we've ignited your circulation with beetroot juice and fired it up with cayenne pepper, let's talk about keeping that blood flow strong, steady, and long-lasting. Because let's face it, there's nothing more frustrating than feeling great 1 minute only to have it fade away the next. That's where L-arginine and L-citrulline come in the dynamic duo I like to call rocket fuel for your performance. L-arginine is an amino acid that your body naturally uses to produce nitric oxide, the very molecule that opens up your blood vessels and lets blood flow freely. But here's the catch. L-arginine on its own breaks down quickly in your system, which means its effects don't last as long as you'd like. That's where L-citrulline steps in. It acts like a partner, helping your body recycle L-arginine and keep those nitric oxide levels elevated for hours, not just minutes. Think of them like a tag team. One starts the process and the other keeps it going. Let me tell you about Robert, one of my patients who's 72 years old. He's a quiet guy, the kind who carries himself with quiet dignity, but whose eyes told a different story, one of frustration and disappointment. "Doc," he said, "I just don't feel like a man anymore." That hit me hard, so I suggested he add L-arginine and L-citrulline to his beetroot and cayenne mix. A few weeks later, he came back smiling, shoulders straight. "Doc," he said, "my wife noticed, and so did I. That's the power of these two amino acids working together. But the benefits don't stop at the bedroom. This combination also helps reduce muscle soreness, supports heart health, boosts endurance, and even improves sleep quality. It's a full system upgrade that makes you feel like you again." So, now that we've added the rocket fuel, let's talk about the final ingredient, the one that ties everything together and makes this drink a true game changer. Stay tuned, because in the next part, I'll reveal the sweet ancient secret that supports both performance and overall health. Now that we've built a powerful base with beetroot juice, kicked it into high gear with cayenne pepper, and fueled it with L-arginine and L-citrulline, it's time to bring it all together with a sweet, ancient powerhouse pomegranate juice. This isn't just a tasty drink. It's the secret weapon that locks in all the benefits we've talked about so far, turning this formula from good to truly extraordinary. Pomegranate juice is loaded with polyphenols, natural compounds that help protect your arteries and increase nitric oxide production by over 25%. That means stronger, longer-lasting blood flow, greater endurance, and a feeling of vitality you may not have felt in years. And unlike synthetic solutions that force the body to react, pomegranate works with your body's natural systems, supporting you from the inside out. I still remember one patient, Frank, 74 years old, who told me, "Doc, I thought pomegranate juice was just for women." I smiled and said, "Frank, that antioxidant might just be the secret weapon your blood vessels have been waiting for." A few weeks later, he came back laughing. "Doc, I haven't felt this good in years, and my wife noticed too." That's the kind of transformation we're aiming for here. Not just physical, but emotional, a full sense of confidence and pride. But pomegranate juice doesn't just help with circulation. It also reduces arterial plaque buildup, supports heart health, and even boosts testosterone production, something many older men struggle with, but rarely talk about. When you combine pomegranate with the other ingredients we've covered, you're not just improving one part of your health, you're strengthening your entire system. That's the real win. It's easy to add too. Just pour in half a cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugar, or concentrates into your beet cayenne and amino acid mix. Stir it well, and you're ready to go. Now that you've got all the ingredients, you're probably wondering how to mix them the right way to get maximum benefits. Stay tuned, because in the next part, I'll walk you through the exact preparation method to help you unlock your full potential. You won't want to miss this. Now that you know all the ingredients, let's talk about how to bring them together into one powerful drink that works. And I mean really works. Because timing, preparation, and even how you drink it can make all the difference between seeing a small improvement and experiencing a real lasting change in your performance. Here's how I guide my own patients in the clinic. First, take 2 medium-sized beets. Wash them thoroughly, but don't peel them. The skin is loaded with nutrients that support your body's natural nitric oxide production. Roughly chop them and put them in a blender with half a cup of water. Blend until you get a thick, vibrant, ruby red juice. That's your base. This is your nitric oxide powerhouse that sets the stage for everything else. Next, add half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. This might seem like a small amount, but trust me, it packs a punch. You'll feel the warmth almost instantly, signaling that your circulation is waking up and ready for action. Then comes the rocket fuel. Add 1½ teaspoons each of L-arginine powder and L-citrulline powder. Stir them thoroughly into your beet cayenne mixture until they're fully dissolved. These 2 amino acids work together to keep the blood flowing strong and steady for hours, not just minutes. Finally, pour in half a cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice, no added sugars or concentrates. This is the finishing touch that ties everything together, boosting nitric oxide, supporting hormone balance, and protecting your heart. Now, here's the key drink. It all at once. Don't sip it slowly. This isn't a casual drink. It's a performance-priming formula meant to flood your body with nitric oxide and energy fast. Drink it on an empty stomach, ideally 30 to 45 minutes before intimacy or physical activity. That timing ensures your body absorbs every last drop and directs that energy exactly where you want it. Some men choose to drink this daily for long-term vascular health, while others use it as a targeted boost for important moments. Either way, you'll notice a difference not just in the bedroom, but in how you feel every day stronger, more confident, more like yourself again. Now that you know how to prepare the drink, let's wrap this all up with some final thoughts, something that could shift your entire mindset on aging and masculinity. Don't miss it. If you've made it this far, I want to take a moment to speak directly to you, not just as a doctor, but as someone who truly cares about helping you feel like yourself again. Because I know that what we're talking about today isn't just about ingredients or blood flow or even performance. It's about something deeper, what it means to feel like a man, to feel strong, confident, and fully alive, no matter what age the calendar says you are. For so many of the men I've treated over the last 30 years, that sense of self doesn't disappear all at once. It fades slowly, a little less energy, a little less confidence, a little more frustration each time things don't go quite right. And over time, it can feel like you've lost a piece of who you are. But here's the truth. It doesn't have to stay that way. You're not too old. You're not too far gone. And your body still wants to work for you. All it needs are the right tools. That's why I created this drink, to give you those tools in a natural, safe, and effective way. Beetroot juice to open up your circulation, cayenne pepper to ignite it, L-arginine and L-citrulline to keep that blood flowing strong and steady, and pomegranate juice to tie it all together and protect your system. When you combine these ingredients the right way, you're not just drinking a health tonic, you're reclaiming your power, your energy, and your sense of pride. I've seen the difference it can make. I've seen the look in a man's eyes when he comes back to me and says, "Doc, I feel alive again." That's not just physical, that's emotional. It's the kind of change that seeps into every part of your life. You stand taller. You speak with more conviction. You remember who you used to be before you started settling for less. So here's my final message to you. Don't settle. Don't accept that this is just the way it is after 60. Your story isn't over. There's still strength in you, still fire in you, and more connection to give. And sometimes all it takes to unlock it is one glass of the right drink at the right time. If this video has helped you or given you hope, please give it a like, share it with another man who might need it, and leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another life-changing health tip. Your journey to feeling alive again starts here.